Hello guys, it's Christian from Nordic here. Today I'm bringing you my first place, blind second Dogmatika Invoked Shaddoll deck list. I went 5-0 today with 30 players and I lost no games. So every round I 2-0'd my opponent. So I will show you the spice that I played today. So, as I said, I played blind second, so I've reduced my Shaddoll monster count. So I played Wendy, Beast, Dragon and Ariel. And then for the Shaddoll fusion spells, 3 Shaddoll fusion and 1 schism. So this is just an engine now for going second to gain advantage through making something like App Cologne. And when you take away their resources, if you can manage to set up a schism, or if you can do it through an Nadir servant, if you can set up a schism and they have low resources, it's very hard to deal with a Winda on turn 3. So Ariel takes away their stuff, Dragon takes away their stuff, so this needs to be here when you go second. Beast lets you draw a card, which is really key. In the Wendy, honestly, you could cut it, but it's nice to have more options for when you're making App Cologne going second, because if they don't care about Ariel, you can send like Wendy and you can set like the Ariel or something like that. So I like that it gives a few more options. But that's it for the Shaddoll package, so pretty small. Then next, the Dogmatika cards. I played 3 Nadir servants, 1 Ecclesia, and 1 fleur-de-lis. So I think people need to remember that even if you're going second, this is a 3k beat stick and a 2k beat stick when this resolves, and this pops a monster or sends App Cologne. So this card going second is absolutely crazy. The only reason I don't like it is because it can be a bit awkward when you're playing into negates, whether or not you want to use it first and hope they negate it depending on what else is in your hand. But honestly, I still think the card's worth playing because 5k damage that synergizes with your deck is just really nice. Next, the Invoked engine. So we played 3 Meltdown, 3 Alistair, and 3 Invocation. So the synergy of this is like with the Invoked and the Shaddolls when you go second is sometimes you can make Winda, and if you have Invocation in your hand, you can send Alistair and then get to him that way, as opposed to having the Invocation be a brick. Also, I'm playing Desires, so I need to make sure, like if I want to Desires first, I need to make sure that I still have this card in my deck, otherwise I'll very likely lose. Also, no Terraforming because you start seeing too many Alistairs and you're playing Desires. So like I wouldn't mind playing Terraforming, but I would have to cut one of these cards, like the Alistairs or the Meltdowns, and cutting Meltdown for Terraforming is stupid, and cutting Alistair when you're playing Pot of Desires is also stupid, so that's why I'm not doing it. Next up, I played 5 pot cards. So I played 3 Desires and 2 Prosperity. Honestly, I was very happy with this. Desires is good because you play 3 ofs and you just want to see more cards in your hand. So it is the better pot card in this version because you just want to see like more cards because all your cards are board breakers or like power spells and stuff. But the Prosperities added a nice consistency boost as well. Like you just want to see 1 pot card in your hand and you're pretty happy. Although this does conflict with sending Beast off Shaddoll Fusion, which is another reason I would like playing the Wendy, because then you could send Wendy and set the Beast, so you sort of get into a more grind game. I should maybe also specify this is not an OTK deck. That's why I'm playing like Prosperity, like Dark Ruler, stuff like that. We're not an OTK deck. We just take control of the game and then win from there and have higher consistency with the Shaddoll engine going second. That's the whole idea of the deck. So finally, the last pile of cards is like my counter cards or my go second cards. So I played 3 Gamma, 1 Driver. Yeah, this card's really good. It's also the only hand trap that's good to top deck. So that's why I liked it, because a lot of your stuff they're going to want to try to negate and you can Gamma it. I played 3 Droplets and 3 Dark Ruler. So I played this deck as if it was the new ban list, because I just wanted to see how it would perform in general. And yeah, in the next format, I think both these cards are going to be insane. You don't have to worry about VFD and you don't have to worry about Sexil. So every negate on board can just be removed and it doesn't linger or anything stupid. So the game's fixed, which is nice. So we can play these cards and they actually work now. So that's nice. And finally, 3 Lightning Storm. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosperity. So I played 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Prosper This card's nice because it's also good going second against combo, but it's also very good against the control matchup. So it's just like the most generic board clearer there is, except for maybe evenly matched. But I do really like having the battle phase to take away stuff, and I don't like them choosing what to keep. Next for the extra deck, I think the extra deck is identical because I was too lazy to change it. But 2 Construct, 2 Apkalone, 2 Wendy, 2 Mechaba, 1 Algoidius, 1 Ragin, 1 Starving Venom because I'm siding the Super Poly now, 1 Entes for the Nadir Servant, 1 Verde, 1 Artemis, 1 Gravity Controller. Yeah, I don't think I would change anything. Maybe, like the problem is you rely a little bit more on having the invoked stuff for the grind game now, but maybe I would try to make room for the Cross Sheep Selene Access Code stuff, because going second can maybe come up a little more often if you have Shaddoll Fusion, but then again, I don't think it's that necessary. So for side deck, played 3 Cosmic Cyclone and 1 Pankratops, 1 Feather Duster, and 1 Evenly Matched. So I'm playing the Lightning Storms in the main. I have Prosperity, I have a good chance to see these cards. Some decks will make you start, and that's it can be very nice to have Cosmic for that. So yeah, that's why I play that. Play 3 Ash, just generic, can take stuff out. We did also still have Virtual World at full power here, so hitting their consistency is pretty nice. Biru, you know, generic combo deck hitter, it's a good card. And 3 Super Poly. This card I'm a little iffy on right now. Like it's an insane card, but it gets a lot worse when you're not playing so many Shaddolls. But the fact that it synergizes both with the dolls and the Invoked engine is really nice. So yeah, I don't know. It didn't come up today, but it definitely still could. And it's very nice against like Dragon Link, which is probably going to be one of the, in a vacuum, one of the better decks for the next format. So yeah, that's my deck.